morning, Captain.
Right, Tom.
See, my wagon is loaded. Where am I for?
I ordered for 11.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Thanks, I'll see you later.
Time now is 6:45.
To avert this week's strike,
You alright, mate? Ambulance, please.
This is a reconstruction, although the incident was real. The driver is still alive. He's slowly being crushed by a load which shot forward and ripped through his cab as he braked at a junction. He's trying to breathe but can't. 12 tons of steel is compressing his lungs. 90% of the loads on our roads are not adequately secured. It can put other road users at risk or during unloading. In this incident, it was just the driver.
122 on scene, it's RTA. Driver? Driver, can you hear me?
Sorry.
Control from Oscar 122, can you confirm the ETA of the ambulance, please? Yeah, in the vicinity, that's all received, thank you.
So why did it happen? The road's not wet. The driver didn't brake sharply. In fact, he was only going at 20 miles per hour. The accident happened because the load shifted because it was not properly secured. Sometimes loads are loaded above the headboard height. Sometimes there are gaps within the load. These must be filled, or it should be loaded to the headboard. Sometimes people believe the weight of the load will hold it in position. It won't. The driver was hit by a force equivalent to a bus travelling at 15 miles per hour.
Have he talked to you at all? No. He's got no eye movement. Thanks. Hiya, driver. Keep nice and still for me. Everyone's here that needs to be. We're doing our best to get you out.
And his only chance of survival is if they can get him out in the next few minutes. So how did his load end up in the cab? There are no securing straps. The load is not secure. Always secure the load directly to the chassis. Never use rope hooks for securing. Rope hooks are for tarpaulins only.
Just do an assessment.
Yeah.
He's crashed up against the steering wheel at the moment.
Right, okay. Ross, go back, get the pump through, get the cab stabilised.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go and get the ET for you, latest assess the platform in.
Right,
Okay, don't sort that out now.
Yep.
Time is running out, and the emergency services battle on to try and save him. It will take the fire crews over 6 hours to remove the steel, but the driver needs air now.
Looking at the load, there's no way we're going to move the load anyway, so we're just going to have to come out as he is. So
yeah, absolutely.
Let's help. Okay.
Yeah, basically it's time's critical, so whatever you can do, just want him out.
Okay, we'll get on with that.
Great stuff, thank you.
The driver is too firmly trapped and cannot be removed. At this stage, he is technically still alive, and the paramedic continues to administer treatment. But it is only a matter of minutes before he will die. You'll hear drivers say this sort of accident doesn't happen. Sadly, you're unlikely to hear from those who know it does. Deaths such as this occur too often. There are 5 rules for load safety. Always load to the headboard. If a gap is required to comply with the axle weight, always fill the gap completely. Always fasten the load securely to the trailer. The load must never be able to move independently. Never use rope hooks to fasten the load. They are to secure the tarpaulin only. Curtains are only for weather protection. Never use curtains or internal straps to secure a load. Many drivers are injured or killed every year from loads toppling off trailers. Written information about how the load has been secured and loaded needs to travel with the driver and be available at the delivery site. The employer will be prosecuted for the death of this driver. They failed to ensure that the load was properly secure. They failed to train loading staff and maintain appropriate standards. But for this driver and his family, it's too late.
I've followed the diagnosis of death procedure for this chap. I think his injuries are just so severe, and the time frame we've got, we're just not going to release him. He lost his pulse, he lost his breathing. As I say, I don't think there's anything more I can do. A few chaps are agreed.
Okay, I'll ensure that the next of kin are notified, and I need to get the accident investigator here now.
Okay, if we can leave everything in situ, that's okay with you?
Yeah, I'll get them sorted out, I'll get the curtains out of the way and we'll get a blanket over it.
Great stuff, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, can you make the equipment up, put it back on the dump, get the coach's blanket and cover him over for me please. Thank you.